Fortunately, everyone on there was in their assigned seats for identification purposes. So that, I'm sure that probably helped a lot.
We were laughing about that earlier. Somebody was like, yeah, typically.
Typically in a crash, the seats are not in the same configuration.
Mm-hmm.
You know, something can be so obvious, and yet you'll miss it in front of your face the whole time.
Thanks again to everybody that came out last night to Dina's. That was a
how
great
was
show.
Dina's, by the way?
It was a fun show.
Yeah.
Packed out. Pretty much sold out, right? It was sold out.
There was maybe 2 or 3. There was like a few seats.
But there's also people standing all over
There
the
was
place.
people standing in the back, and there might have been 1 or 2 seats open per table, and there was like 6. But yeah.
Yeah.
It
but
was
packed.
It was sold out.
Great. It was fun. And
Why would people stand if they could sit?
Because there was
it'd
only
be
like one seat at the table.
At the very front table, the front corner seat would be open.
I
So
see.
you know what I mean? So then they're just people walk up late, and they'd hang out in the back.
Ah.
It was really cool. It was really fun. I know Bill and I have been talking, not to throw your stuff out there, but about how you go through like ups and downs with stand-up, and you don't really, sometimes you're not feeling it. And when you get into a rut like that, that was one of those rooms that kind of broke it. It was fun to watch you have fun up there, and you were riffing, and you were super loose, and like just ad-libbing a bunch of bits. It was really fun to watch too. So it was a good show. People got a good show.
It's fun. Thank
If you do say so yourself.
I tried.
Yeah, they did. It was a great show.
I'm just breaking your balls.
They have a spaghetti pizza there.
Did you eat a piece?
I did eat a pizza.
Was it
I've
good?
got one.
Is it as literal as it sounds? Is it
It
just
is.
a pizza with spaghetti on
It's
it?
pizza, and then there's red sauce, spaghetti, cheese, and then meatballs.
Ooh.
And it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a little weird having the noodles on there,
I kind of like that.
but it kind of works. It kind of works. And I was kind of riffing on that yesterday where I'm like, I've tried this before in, there's a place called Ian's Pizza in Madison, Wisconsin. And when I work at the comedy club there, I would go and get that. And it was like macaroni and cheese pizza. So
Yeah.
it had like noodles on it. And I'm like, why does this seem so weird having noodles and bread when it's all pushed together? But when you have like spaghetti and meatballs, you have bread with it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've been making that. Everybody's been making that pizza, quote unquote, for a long time, where you take the garlic bread and just put the spaghetti on top.
Right.
Do you ever do I did that
Yeah,
all the
of
time.
course, yeah.
Or like even try to make it into like a little sandwich and then just eat it that way. It's the exact same thing.
I don't know about the sandwich thing, but yeah, I would like put it onto my garlic bread and then
Yeah.
like take a bite. For sure.
But then when it's in pizza form, you're like, is it?
It seems so weird, yeah. But it's actually pretty good.
Pizza was banging. I got a pizza and took it home last night. I ate all of it.
You got a whole pizza.
Small pizza.
Okay, how many slices?
6. They were
6
like
slices of pizza.
They were probably if you
Yeah, it's
made
like a
your
little
if you
personal
made your
plate, yeah.
fingers into a triangle, that's how big the pieces were.
Okay.
Maybe your little fingers.
I ate 3 pieces at the venue and then took home and ate the other 3 while I was writing.
Now, what was on it?
I did Italian sausage, banana peppers, and mushrooms is what I did last night.
Okay. See, I don't like mushrooms.
I do. I like
Everything,
mushrooms a lot.
everything. My wife does too, and I know that they're good for you, ish, I guess. But one at a time. I'm trying to do the avocado thing. Mushrooms make everything they're on taste like mushrooms, and I don't like that. So I don't like mushrooms.
Okay. I don't
I
like
agree.
fancy mushrooms.
I don't
When
like
people-
mushrooms on pizza.
I do.
Ugh.
I don't like when people get into like, oh, we forged these by hand out in the woods, and it's like these fancy type. That I'm not into. I
Cremini
want-
mushrooms and yeah.
Cremini?
Is that what they are?
Is it cremini or cremini?
I don't know.
I don't know
Cremini.
either.
Criminy. What
Cremini
is mushrooms?
mushrooms.
I don't know. I don't like mushrooms.
I don't know.
I've
I
only-
don't
Look
know.
at all these mushrooms over here.
Cremini mushrooms.
I've only seen them on a menu.
Yes, I like those. But like when you start getting into, there's so many different types of mushrooms, and they can get really, really earthy. Like they taste like dirt. A lot of them. I know they come out of the dirt, but some I don't like those.
You'd hope
I
they
like
would have
sauteed,
washed
like,
some of it off.
mushrooms.
Sauteed
and
mushrooms on a burger.
Yeah, burger or like steak or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
But I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
like them on a. They're too spongy to be a topping on a pizza.
So
Well, see,
nobody
I
got
got-
Alfredo pizza? All
No,
this
this
talk
guy.
about Alfredo.
No, white
I
sauce
got-
McGee over here.
Well, listen,
White sauce Maddox.
I wanted to try that one. I wanted to try the spaghetti and meatballs one, and then I let my girlfriend pick the other pizza, and she got a buffalo chicken pizza. That was fantastic.
And well, this seems to be specified yesterday. Bill was saying he likes white sauce, Alfredo sauce based pizzas, not a white pizza, because a white pizza is like garlic oil.
That's a margarita pizza.
Well, or no, there's like white pizza is like the
margarita?
oil base. And not necessarily margarita. You can put any toppings you want on it, but the sauce itself is like a garlic oil base.
Right. He likes Alfredo
He likes
sauce
Alfredo
pizza.
sauce instead of red sauce.
That's why I was so
It's good.
repulsed.
Because
It's so
actually, his
good.
girlfriend, her and I were talking last night, and she goes, I don't know what's wrong with white pizza. I was like, he doesn't, that's not what we're talking about. It's not white pizza. He's Alfredo.
Well, you know Bill Squire's motto.
You
If
really
it ain't
sound
white,
like a
it ain't right.
That's not my
So,
motto.
I'm sorry?
That's not my motto.
Oh, I have been sorely misinformed.
That's mine.
Barely white.
Somebody texted me all angry in the break that I have a running bit where I shoot a black guy. And I go, well, he's half black, so I see it as I'm shooting a half white guy.
And he lives every time.
If that makes you
Yeah.
feel any better.
I'm like Kenny. I keep coming back.
He really does. Like
So
Kenny.
he's mad at you about it. Come on.
We don't think of him as a black guy. We think of him as Poundcake. There's a difference.
Yeah.
I'm
He's a
gender
se-
and race fluid.
He's a self-loathing, gender and race fluid. Yeah.
Spongy character. Mm-hmm.
He's a self-loathing, biracial homosexual.
Which
Whoa.
part does he loathe?
Ask him.
Which part do you loathe?
I'm a loaf.
Self-loafing.
He's self-loafing. He just
Loaf of
lies
pound
around
cake.
all day long. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, ma'am. It's not that.
Or
deep.
sir. I don't know who it was.
Yeah, it's not
I
that.
just thought it
deep.
was funny. But I responded to them. And, you know.
What'd you say?
What I just said.
Oh, okay.
I said, well, he's biracial, so I consider it shooting a half-white person.
Yeah, it's more progressive. that
Also,
way.
grow up. Also, whatever.
Don't look into every little thing like it's a big racist.
Or
So
do.
it's your Second Amendment right.
Or do. It is the right to bear arms against Poundcake, Bill.
Day is never finished. Master got me working. Someday Master set me free.
There you go. It's one of Poundcake's spirituals.
Well, yeah, one of my
that he
questions,
loves-
Negro spirituals.
that he loves so much.
Was that Friday or Thursday that we did
I
that?
definitely wasn't here for it. I know
Yeah.
that.
It was Friday.
Was it Friday?
Yeah, Poundcake was
'Cause I was
singing,
making coffee.
making smoothies and singing his Negro spirituals.
No,
is
no,
what
no,
he
no.
said.
I wish I was making smoothies. This was early in the morning when I'm setting up. Like I'm getting the store ready, opening up the chain doors and everything. I'm just like, wait in the what? 6 a.m. And that's me.
And I bet it echoed through like the halls.
It did.
of
No
it.
one was in there.
Yeah.
And that's why they yelled at me, because there's other stores that are opening up too. And they said, I'm like, we are not open yet. Wait a minute. And they're like, sorry, student services. We heard you singing.
Please stop singing.
Wait,
You think
student
you-
services came over to ask you to stop singing?
Yeah.
Or stop singing that song?
Stop singing, period. It was loud. And they're like, do you think you... Well, they said, could you keep it down? I said, even the slaves got to sing they Negro spirituals. So you
my
can't
goodness.
silence
You
me,
did
white
not
man."
say
yes,
that.
I did.
You did not. You said, I guarantee. Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm just kidding.
No, I didn't. Everybody knows my personality there.
So security comes over and you're Johnny Big Balls all of a sudden?
But they knew me. It wasn't like I
Well,
was
what
just...
does that have to do with anything?
Because I was
I
like,
love,
no,
I love how everybody thinks that, like, however they are, everyone else has to put up with it.
just deal with it.
Yeah, you know me. They're like, yeah, that's why we walked over here to tell you to shut the F up.
Yeah, we know
Because we
you.
know who you are.
We're trying to get you to stop it.
Yes.
But
Well,
they,
you know me.
they couldn't replace me.
Yeah,
Because I was
what-
the only one that would volunteer to open on a Saturday. So they had to have me. So
So you took it upon yourself to go, I'm going to make, because I don't want to be here, I'm going to make everyone's life miserable.
I didn't say I didn't want to be here. I'm just going to make it as pleasurable for me as
That's
possible.
just how he liked
Yeah,
it.
you know him. You know Poundcake. Just loud and nips out.
Yeah, I know.
Nips out.
I know.
Loafing the songs.
Well, I can't chastise him for nips out. I'm always on high beam.
You're not
know
nearly
why.
as bad. Today you are.
It's not my fault.
I'm not saying it's a fault or anything. I'm just saying it's very prominent today.
Probably because the fabric in my sweater.
Yeah, you've got like the thin Henley on or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, mine's a little thicker.
You guys should just start wearing push-up bras like I do. Then you won't be able to
Well,
see them.
I'm going to put one of those bands that
Get
go
the tape.
across your chest.
Yeah.
What are those called?
Get some
Bando?
pasties.
Yeah.
What's it called?
A bandeau top.
Bando?
Bandau? Something
Bandeau?
like bandeau top.
Do they make them for men?
Yeah, that's a
probably
Bandalorian.
lacy. A bandalorian.
I mean, I don't want to put tape on my nipples.
Get a nipple sticker though. That works just fine. It blends in with, like, it matches your skin. Like, so it just
Well, it's
looks
just going to be, I'm not going to be bare chested. It doesn't matter what color it is.
Bandeau bras. I think that's how you say it. Bandeau.
Well, that's a bra. Do they make like a strap for.
That's exactly what you're explaining. It's
Oh.
just a thin tube of fabric.
I see.
I don't want
They're for
something
girls who
rough.
don't like wearing bras. It's just cotton, like a
Isn't
little
that every
tiny.
girl?
No.
Oh, really? There are girls who like wearing bras?
I do not like not wearing a bra. Unless I'm in, like, a dress that has shelving or some type of padding or something. I don't like going braless at all.
Some girls like
if
sleeping
I'm at
in their bra.
home, I don't sleep in my bra,
Well,
no.
because
But
it makes it. I think you're less likely to sag if you sleep in.
I think
your
that's
bra.
an old wife.
Yeah.
We used
We
to break
had that-
Erica's balls
yeah,
over
yeah,
that. She'd
that's
sleep in her bra years ago, and I was like, that's an old wives' tale. Your boobs are going to do
they're
whatever
doing,
they want to
yeah,
do.
they're doing anything anyway.
Whatever Mother Nature plans on doing with you.
I don't ever wear a bra at home. I should specify. I don't like going out into public. Like, you'll see girls with, like, just good for you, letting it all out in T-shirts and just, I don't like the way
good for you, ladies.
I don't
We
like the way it
appreciate it.
feels. Like a loose shirt on a bra out in public. I'm very self-conscious
get
about
used to
that.
it.
No. Sundresses are probably the only time, like in the summertime, when I'll do that, because they're made that way. They're made for you to not have to wear anything under them. But we
Okay.
can get you a little bandeau bra.
Well, I'll figure something out, but I don't know. This seems to be a recent development for me over the past couple of years too. So I don't know if it's just I don't know what it is. I mean, I can't imagine it's a function of getting older that your nipples become more prominent.
I hope not, because Poundcake's only, 26, 27? If his nipples get harder and bigger, then, ooh, man, we are, that's going to be bad.
It's going to have some pencil erasers
We're gonna
over there.
run out of,
Reckon some dinner plates. I mean, it's,
knock over the cameras.
Hey, I got $1,000 here for you. It's a shot for you to go fund yourself. Good luck.
Hey, it's Rover. Go fund yourself. We have your shot at $1,000 now. Text the nationwide keyword YELL to the number 200-200. You'll get a text confirming entry plus iHeartRadio info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's YELL to 200-200. Good luck and go fund yourself from 100.7 WMMS.
My girlfriend's a no bra kind of girl. She doesn't like wearing a
Yeah,
bra.
she doesn't really wear a bra ever, but she can pull it off. She's got cute, tiny little body, perky boobs.
Well, that's a thing too. Like if you got, I don't know anything about your girlfriend, but if you have tiny boobs,
She's got tiny boobs.
why
Yeah.
do you want to wear something that's strapping them down when
Yeah.
you don't need it?
Yeah.
You know. Don the mushroom who? Hunter. Don the mushroom. My screen cut off. Don the mushroom hunter.
That's me.
You hunt mushrooms.
I hunt mushrooms. You know, I've been listening to your show for years, and nothing has offended me.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. Well, nothing has offended me more than your dismissal of mushrooms, and especially wild mushrooms, which is something I do pretty much all year round.
Yeah, I don't like them. I don't like mushrooms.
You don't like them. Well,
No.
I've converted many a mushroom phobe.
I don't have a mushroom phobia. I don't have an irrational fear of them. I don't like the way they taste, and I'm not chastising people who like them. My wife loves them. You know, they make everything around them taste like something I don't care for. And I know that as a hunter, I'm sure you'll tell me that there are all kinds of nuances, and I'll take you at your word. But, I thought forager was the thing. Hunter
I was like,
implies they're going to
trying
run
to get
away from
away.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, what kind of gun do you use?
I had to make it sound slightly more dramatic. and
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're a pretty fun guy.
Yeah. Oh, never heard that before. Thanks, Bill. Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to
So is it okay? Before I let you go, is it cremini or cremini or what is it?
It's cremini.
Cremini. Okay.
And actually, cremini, portobellos, and white button mushrooms are all the same exact mushroom.
That's the mushrooms I like. I like all three of those.
Yeah, they're
It's
the
one
same
mushroom.
I
You
was
just
in a-
grow them in slightly different conditions.
Might have been portobello.
That's the big one.
Right. I had one of those in red wine vinegar or something years ago in a restaurant, and that was actually pretty good.
Because it tastes like vinegar.
Because it tastes like red wine vinegar.
Right.
Yeah. But it was like But are morel mushrooms a thing too?
Oh yeah. Those are huge spring mushrooms, but some of the wild ones are actually interesting because they can actually taste like steak or pork if you kind of sear them and treat them the right way. So,
no, they
I
don't.
just kind of wanted to
Sear them or treat them the right way. What?
when you put them on top of steak and pork.
Yeah, exactly. Right. They can really take on the flavor of the other things that taste better. Don, how did you become do you live in the sticks?
No, I live in Kent.
So yes.
So,
How did you become a mushroom? What's the upside of hunting mushrooms?
Well, at first, just as a hobby, I saw all these mushrooms, growing everywhere. We have so many here in Ohio, and I got a book and decided to learn, to teach myself how to do it. Eventually started taking friends and family out, and they're like, hey, I bet you people would want to, learn from you.
Sure.
So now I kind of do that throughout the year. And
So now you're not just a mushroom hunter. You're like a guru. Like you're teaching people.
I'm kind of a guru.
Yeah.
A Sherpa.
I guess
Shroom Sherpa.
Yeah, I've eaten about 90 different species just here in Ohio. We have hundreds and hundreds of mushrooms out there. It's pretty fascinating.
How many of them were the ones that made you trip?
0.
Oh, a mushroom expert.
But those aren't out in the wild, are they? I mean,
Yeah.
psilocybin mushrooms?
They grow that way.
There are a couple that grow here in
They grow
Ohio.
on cow turds, I thought.
I'm not opposed to them. I've just never found them myself.
Yeah.
So that's
All
what I
right,
say.
listen, Don, I appreciate you adding a little showbiz to it.
Oh,
Don the
that's what I'm
Mushroom
all about.
Hunter. He's out. Boy,
course.
if you see him coming your way and you are a mushroom, get out of the way because Don's
That's
coming
right.
for you. All right, thank you, Don. There's Don the Mushroom Hunter out in Kent.
It's Mario's side hustle. He's hunting those mushrooms.
My buddy just hit me up. He's like, I'm hunting mushrooms like a mofo, and I just don't want to be friends with him anymore.
Hunt mushrooms.
Yeah, but
Shroom
he
hunters.
hunts and gathers.
Yeah.
Is a hunter/gatherer of mushrooms.
I don't know. I'm not going to do all that.
Well,
But that's when
Don's out there
You'll
converting
go to like
people.
a fancy place that has like locally foraged mushrooms, and it's like $9 to add them to your steak and stuff like that. I'm like, they all taste like dirt. No offense, Don.
Listen, I know people will say to me, Alan, how can you possibly not find fleshy, spore-bearing, fruiting bodies of fungi delicious? And I go, gee, I don't know either. I'm just not down with toadstools. I don't know what to tell you.
Listen,
Yeah,
I like mushroom. I'll even
I'll
have
eat
a
some mushrooms.
mushroom
but
soup.
I'm not gonna go spend my time trying to find them.
You're not going to hunt them?
No.
And what do you wear? Like, do you have to sit in a mushroom blind at 4 in the morning, or what do you do?
absolutely you
do you have
do.
to spray mushroom urine all over
Yes.
your tree?
Yes.
Man,
You have to go all out. You have
You
to get
gotta-
your mushroom hunting license.
You're creeping up when it's porcini season.
Yep.
You are creeping up behind him. You don't want to scare him. You don't want to make any sudden movements. You don't want to step on a wayward branch.
Yeah, you don't want
Because
to
they'll
spook
hear
the
you and
mushrooms.
they'll go right back into the ground.
They'll play dead. You'll look at them, and they won't look like they're moving an inch. And then you try to get on them. Boy, they split. Right down the middle. They jump into a big pool of red wine vinegar. Don't shoot! I taste similar to pork and steak. Like,
Or steak.
Yeah, right.
Depending on how you sear me.
Yeah. All right.
Mushrooms, eh?
Mushrooms called chicken of the woods because they have the same texture and flavor as chicken.
No, they don't.
No,
They
listen.
can-
Have you
the
had
same
chicken
texture,
recently,
yeah.
by the way? It's so goddamn full of hormones now. I can't remember the last time I got chicken from a restaurant or a place that was good because it's so rubbery and gross now
You
because
know
it's
what?
just chicken. Boy, I don't know what they're doing.
I
but-
had chicken marsala a couple weeks ago from a place in Rocky River called Ferris's, a steakhouse right there on Worcester Road. It's right by my place. I've never been there. And I was like, man, I haven't had like a chicken plate, like you're saying, like in a while. And it was fantastic. But I don't know if it's because it's in the sauce, in the breading, and all this other stuff. But that was probably the last good piece. And that was about a month ago. The last real nice, good piece of chicken I had.
Only good chicken I can recall, even remotely recently, is what they do, believe it or not, downstairs in the cafe here.
Yeah.
No, they do good
They
chicken.
do
You like a
great
chicken
job.
wrap?
Well,
yeah,
no,
but
what
I
up?
mean,
When's the last time you went to Boston Market? They do
Oh, I
good
love
chicken.
Boston
I
Market. Well,
don't
we've
go
been
to
over the
Market.
chicken skin thing with this guy, and he's...
Boston Market.
oh boy, and I'll leave on that. I'll go over. We've been over the
Let's
chicken.
go hunt some Boston Market together, Alan.
We've been over the chicken skin thing with this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, listen. Okay. Let me break. You want to get a text to me, 35192, AlanCoxShow.com. We got the Alan Cox Show Instagram hotties up there for you, too. And if you want to register to be on Poundcake's tubing team, you can do that there. And if you want to look into discount tickets, if you just want to join us a week from Friday at Boston Mills Brandy Wine, you want to go to alancoxshow.com and use the search word Polar Blast.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS and everywhere you go on our free iHeartRadio app. Rover's Morning Glory.
Guy just sent me a text message. He's looking for